This sloppy baby mama with 6 kids wants an upstanding man. And the bad thing is she's from my home state. I'm here to tell you though, it's not gonna happen. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell for notification. Social media's on the screen. Links in the description. This is a free therapy session, so I advise you to subscribe. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this video popping.
No. That was my IG child. But now
I did a little bit because I have been trying to get on you for a long time.
Imagine crying because you want to get on Kendra G show. Like, I swear to you not. Black women treat this like they trying to confess their sins to a preacher. I swear to you not. This is what this is. I'm telling you, Kendra G is a black fairy godmother to these black women. Especially the black ones that don't have no future. They're just backdoor bust downs. Old used up backdoor bust downs at that. Still looking for a little coochie cuddling. Still looking for a little cookie cuddling from Ray Ray Boo Boo and Tyrone the Pookie. Let's go ahead and get this video started though.
okay,
How y'all doing?
You came to TikTok, girlfriend. Alright,
I'm
come on,
following
put
you
a jacket
everywhere.
on.
I didn't realize.
oh, you're so sweet. Alright, Barbara, correct?
Yes.
Even though I have it written down, I'm going to take it from the top because the TikTok audience probably doesn't know you. So, Barbara, how old are you again?
I just turned 46 Monday.
Okay, she's a tourist. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a veterinary technician.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
I do. 3 girls, 3 boys.
6 kids, correct?
Yes.
What are their ages again?
25, 22, 21, 17, 15, and 12.
Okay. 3 men, correct?
No.
2 men.
Only 2.
That's right, 2 men.
Uh-oh.
And never married.
2.
No.
Okay. The last child's father, we were on IG, you said that after 17 years he decided to leave.
Yep.
How many kids do you have by him?
3. I have 3 with each.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. And where you calling us from, Barbara?
I stay in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh,
Fayetteville,
God.
North Carolina.
Oh, no.
So we got Barbara, 46, veterinarian technician, mom of 6 kids by 2 men, and she's in North Carolina.
I just want to say before she gets started, what do y'all black women think y'all are going to accomplish by getting on here? You have 6 kids by 2 different men. Now, that's not as bad as most women on these shows because they usually be going 6 for 6. They literally are Michael Jordan in the bed sheets. Like, dead, like, for real though. But let's think about it for a second. What are you trying to accomplish here? Because who, like, I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but who's gonna come up and take up all that baggage? I mean, look at her. She's out of weight. She's she's out of shape, and all that. Like, how old is she? Like 47? She said 50. I don't even know. Yeah, from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I am from North Carolina, as y'all all know. If you don't know, now you know. The hoop state. You know what I'm saying? Be throwing them shots up, trying, you feel me? Anyways, what I'm trying to say about her plate nose, her frying pan nose, her nose wider than my damn switch right here. Like, come on, bro, stop playing with me. Nah, let me stop playing. She's probably a nice lady, maybe, I don't know, but she over here, she's probably gonna be demanding for all the money in the world. You need to make 100,000. If you ain't making that, you can't be with me. You not good enough for me, ma'am. Your last baby daddies weren't good enough for you. Why'd you break up with them? You couldn't marry them? Did she say she was married? Okay, let's continue. Like, it's so many questions that need to be answered.
What kind of man are you looking for?
I don't need no liars.
No liar.
I need somebody that's consistent, stable, head on his shoulders. I don't want no more liars, and I don't need boys portraying to be men.
Ooh, break that one down.
Break it down, honey.
I always hate to hear when they say, oh, women always choose the wrong men and then become toxic. But they're not blaming the men for portraying to be something that they're not and leading a woman on. And then when we find out who you are and we don't want to deal with it, then we're called toxic. I'm sick of that.
She's right.
If you
She's
cannot
right,
be who you are from the gate, then I don't want to deal with you. I'm too grown. And if I want to play games, I have 6 kids and a grandbaby to play games with. I don't need that. I want to be stable, have where I could come home to somebody that's mine, not playing mind games, not dealing. You're with me in private, yes, but on social media you're somebody else. Yes. They don't know you have a woman, but you say you love me, but you're loving me privately, but disrespecting me publicly. I don't need no more inconsistency at all.
Break it down for the people in the back bar.
She's right. She's absolutely right. Ma'am, you got it. You just got it a little too late. Like, why does it take women having 6 kids by 2 different men? They had the trial and error 2 times for them to figure out, hey, maybe I should pick somebody that, you know, is good for me, that meets all of my qualifications, isn't just a Ray, Boo Boo, Tyrone, and Pookie, not making no money, not doing anything for me. He's just literally a piece of meat, a piece of satisfaction. That's all he is. But he's good enough for me for right now. Like, it took you getting washed up and used up and beat to the brim, knocked out to the curve, like repaved and everything. Like, it took you getting all that whole treatment, slapped on the button called button 37 times for you to realize that. Why is that? This is a therapy session, by the way. I'm just saying. So like, share, subscribe, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Follow the social medias too. You know, I be getting fly on there. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta put this jacket on. I ain't wore this jacket in a little minute. I gotta get them damn Tokyo 5s and put it on with these. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be smooth little fit.
It's just a lot. And then I hate that I get approached by a lot of younger men because they think, oh yeah, what they call them, the YNs. I'm not a cougar. I tell people quick, I'm not a spring chicken, I'm a seasoned hen. But if you under the age of 35, baby, I can't do nothing with you. My oldest nephew was 39. I can't do nothing with you. And if you a mama's boy, go over there. I have 3 boys. I don't want another one. I'm too grown. I have too much going on, and I want something that when I'm gone, that I know my kids and my grandkids have a foundation that I built or me and my husband built. All them games and manipulation, I don't need it. Don't want it. I was dealing with a guy for a year and a half. We just broke up recently, and his level of disrespect, I guess because I'm an older woman, that he thought I was desperate or needy or I'm lonely. And he thought that he could play on that. And I'm like, no. Once your level of disrespect gets to a point, I'm like, I'm out of there. First of all, I'm not your BITCH. I'm not your HOE. I'm not sitting here. If I can't be your queen or your old lady or your girlfriend or your woman or your babe, then I'm not going to be nothing. Because the first word out your mouth, bitch, you already know. I'm not one of those.
I already do.
I go from young girls, but I'm not one of them. I'm old school. I've been raised on old school love, and if you can't get it and provide it, I'm not for you. And that's why we broke up. And then he thought he could use me because I have a little money. But baby, I have 6 kids. I'm not getting ready to take care of you.
You see what I'm saying?
Now, if we doing for each other, I have no problem spoiling my man because that's what a woman does. But if I feel like you're taking advantage of me every week, you get paid more than me, and then every time I turn around, babe, can you cash at me this? Babe, can you cash at me that? Baby, no. I see what you're doing, and it's not going to work. So that I broke it off and didn't allow him to move in my home. Now I'm a HOE, I'm for the streets. I don't love nobody. And same old bullcrap that I'm not dealing with. So,
you see what I'm saying? Am I wrong when I say what I say about these people? Because now I'm not pocket watching or none of that stuff, but I am though, because he makes more money than you, but he has to come live with you. Now, there's 2 things that we can think about. You're lying. He ain't had no job. He ain't getting no money like that. And he had to move in with you. Or either he was getting a little bit of money and he said, you know what? Let me finesse her and not have to worry about my bills, because you know what? If I live with her, then she'll take care of it. I mean, her big back ass probably, you know what, if I love her the right way, if I hit it in the right spot, then she might take care of me. You know what I'm saying? She might just take care of me, you know, treat me like I'm the king, and just like I'm the kid that she never had. And then the sad thing about this is when they do this, they be treating this man, the man that sits on the couch all day and just eat Cheeto Puffs and smoke sell on the corner, they treat him better than they own biological kids. I swear to God, I'm not gonna tell you a lie. I'm not gonna tell you that. How I know that? Come on, bro. Y'all might as well subscribe, like I said, because nobody ain't talking to y'all like that. Come on, bro. No.
It's like, it is what it is.
Robert came in hot. You gotta get off your
228 P's, you looking like Weezy.
Okay.
I had to, because I dealt with so much, and I'm like, this is what women are really falling for, you know. And I'm like, that can't be reality. And I don't want you to think just because I'm single that I'm desperate or I'm lonely. Like I said, I'd rather be happy in the house with a puppy and sitting in the corner talking to myself than be miserable and second guessing myself and why I'm not worthy or good enough to a man that doesn't appreciate the woman that God has sent to him. I'm not going to do it.
And that's why you're on Kendra G.
I know what my standards are, and I know who I am as a person. I'm not going to let you play on me. My first relationship, the reason we broke up, my first 3 kids' father, he was abusive. I was young and dumb and thought that's what love was. And I always had in my head, whoever I had my first kids with, that's who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life, the white picket fence. Life taught me a lesson. It don't work like that. And I had to go through the abuse, the trauma. He tried to kill me. I sat in the hospital for 6 weeks in a coma. Then I had to learn that wasn't love. And everybody say, why you didn't get out? When you're young, you don't know no better if nobody taught you. And now me being a mom and have 3 girls of my own, I'd be doggone if I let them go through that.
You know what? She's telling the truth right there too, because nobody taught her, and that be the case with a lot of black women when it comes to this situation right here, because nobody taught you what love is. Nobody taught you a lot of things. Your mama didn't teach you nothing. Your daddy didn't teach you nothing, because he most likely ran out and got the milk and never came back. But that's besides the point. Maybe he was there, but just because he's there doesn't mean that he's not gonna be able to teach you anything. It don't mean that. Just like your mama may have been there, but that was just a waste of space in the household, because she won't able to teach you nothing but lay on your back. I'm just saying, and that's not the case with everybody, not the case with all women, but I'm just saying that's the case for some people, and that's the reason why they think the way they think. So she's absolutely right about that, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, because nobody's not teaching her anything. So she's thinking like, oh yeah, this is what that is, but the thing is, y'all learn this stuff too late. Like, and that's the problem that I'm just trying to bring up. So what I'm saying is, y'all need to teach our kids. So instead of letting the generation just keep passing on what you didn't know, you should use your experiences and pass it on to the kids, to the next generation, is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay? Come on, bro.
So now at this age here, if you're not coming with the peace and God in your life that I need, I'm not. Life is too short. And people are dying left and right, and I'm. So what I need in a man, if you coming in and you bringing stability and peace, I'm all for you. That's just it. And that's my grandbaby here in the background.
I mean,
and I'm sorry.
Wait, your phone went out. Your phone went out. I can't hear you anymore.
I couldn't hear you.
Well, let me say this. Okay, now echo. It seems like you've been through a lot in your dating experience. So first thing I want to say is I'm so happy you survived your first child's father and being in a coma. So we're happy that you're here today. Now, I think it was on the first question of what you wanted in a man. Do you want to go to deal breakers, or do you have any more desires that you want?
The deal breakers is I don't want any more liars. If you can't be truthful, then I can't deal with you. If you can't be consistent, I can't deal with you. If you don't have stability in your life, not just saying bring it to stability to me because I have that, I can't deal with you. I don't want the drama. I don't want the disrespect. Those are my deal breakers. Gotcha. Anything else I can pretty much deal with.
Okay, she has stability.
You look a certain way.
No, looks really don't matter, because if you got a beautiful heart, then your body's gonna look beautiful regardless.
She better say that.
She makes a certain amount of money.
No.
Okay.
Life is lifing right now. That doesn't matter.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me let my son hold the camera. Hold the camera real quick. I got on my night clothes. I literally just got off work.
That's y'all same excuse every time.
Just hold the phone so she can see me. Okay. Wait.
God.
Alright, we see you, girl.
God. look at this house right here. What the hell? Ma'am, clean your mukasa. Your mukasa. Clean that thing up. What? There's trash all over the floor and all that. What the hell? These be the women talk about they want a clean man. Like, okay, I understand you got kids and everything in your house, but you can do better than this now. I ain't, That's a hazard. That's a fire hazard right there. I ain't gonna lie. This is a chemical. I ain't gonna lie. You might mess around and drop something in here and might set the house on fire. You might drop something and then you might melt. And something turned into acid that's been sitting there so long. Drank something in her house. That's not funny, but it's like, bruh, come on, bruh. Like, you gotta do better than this, ma'am. Auntie, come on, granny, man. Damn. At least she ain't asking for too much, because there ain't too much is gonna take up with this. That's why she ain't asking for so much, because ain't too many gonna walk into this situation right here. You see what I'm saying?
I look rough. I have on my bedroom clothes because I was getting ready to go to bed because I got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I work 2 jobs, so my job never ends.
We got you, okay.
Clean this house.
Okay.
We were together for a year and 2 months.
Okay, y'all broke up because you didn't let him move in with you?
He was disrespectful. He said some very disrespectful things, and it's just, he has the mind of a child, and then when you bring somebody's children into it, that's a deal breaker for me. He didn't only disrespect me, he disrespected my children, and I cannot go for him. And then he had the nerve to apologize, saying, you know how I get when I'm angry? No. And then for you to say, I should clean up a little. I have a 2-year-old grandbaby that's running around. He's allowed to throw his toys and everything everywhere. I'm just that grandmama, so don't come for me about being dirty, because I'm not. But when I have a 2-year-old grandbaby, he's allowed to do whatever he want to do. So next. Anyway, back to you, Kendra.
Men are allowed to not be in your life either.
I'm old school. I've been raised by old school. If my baby want to have a good time and throw his toys everywhere, he's allowed to. But guess what? Before I go to bed, everything will be clean and smelling like bleach in here. Because I was raised by a woman named Big Mama, so that nasty don't play. But that's my grandbaby, and I'm going to let him have fun and tire himself out until it's time for bedtime. So that you're speaking, that being nasty, nowhere near.
Look how she's getting mad at the comments and stuff like that, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, we understand what you're saying, but it's all about first impressions. And your first impression is your house look like shit. It look like a dog pile. It look like a trash can pile. It look like the community trash dump where you take your trash and they get rid of it for you. That's what it looked like. It looks like one of the barges in New York City where they have the trash boats and stuff like that. Like, that's what that looks like. That look like it's a part of that. So for you to get on here and say that, like, okay, we understand what you're saying, but clean up a little bit. Y'all always come up with y'all little excuses. Oh, this is that. Okay, well, clean up if you gonna get on the internet, because you know where you're about to be on social media and your house look like shit. You got on clothes, you got on your bedtime clothes and stuff like that, hair pulled back, none of that. You're not even giving no man a chance to really look at you and say, you know what, I think that's the one right there, because he's looking at you not even in your final form. Like, he's looking at you like, he's looking at like 30% of you. And granted, like, a lot of y'all, 90% for a lot of y'all is still like 30% for some people. So, I mean, some of y'all just ain't gonna look good regardless. It's just a given. But you could at least look better than this, freshen it up a little bit. Like, you look like your breath stink. Let's stop.
I'm 46 years old. Come on, 79. We were raised by old school people. We know how to clean and all that. So
then clean up.
Clean. He's allowed to make a mess. That's my grandbaby, and I'm gonna let him do it. But before I go to bed, guarantee you'll be able to eat off this floor. But anyway.
Woo! I don't want no problem with you TikTok people, child. What are 3 flaws you have to wait? When was the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
The day before my birthday.
When was that?
When was your birthday?
Monday, the 19th.
All right.
What's up with that guy?
he didn't want to act right either. It's just
Okay.
I'm not in the habit of sleeping around and get your face out the camera, my son. I'm not in the habit of sleeping around with multiple people, and there was just somebody that I had been dealing with for a long time, and I had just broke up and I was feeling vulnerable, and things happen.
You're 46 and you're still vulnerable. We gonna stop the video right here because, like, what else is it for me to see? What is it for us to hear that is gonna make us think that, you know what, I should get on the Kendra G app and download it and match with her? Because this is some bull. That is BS on 2 legs right there, 2 chubby legs. Like, we're not jacking this right here. She's talking about I just slept with somebody Monday. That was my birthday. I was feeling vulnerable. You're 46 with 6 kids and a grandbaby, and you still vulnerable? And you still act like you talk about you need a grown man, but you're not a grown woman. You're still a child in a grown woman's body. Stop playing. You are not that. You are not moving accordingly. What are you talking about? On here trying to say, oh yeah, I need a man that moves respectfully, and then you're trying to explain yourself. Like, ma'am, you already said what you need to say. Like, why are you gonna get on here and explain when you already exposed yourself in the first place? It makes no sense. Anyways, this woman's she's trash. Can I say that? Can I say that? I can't say that. She's okay. Let me dumb it down a little bit. Let me make it a little bit nicer. She's not suitable for you today. If you are a man with a plan in your 40s and up, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end this video off here. Like, share, subscribe, and new. Hit the bell for notification. I will catch you next video. Social medias are on the screen and in the links in the description. Social medias and all that, like I said. Check out the Instagrams. You can connect with me on there. You can see the fit pics on the other one, because the boy get fly. Them Jordans coming out, breaking the pockets. Anyways, like I said, everything is on there. 2 videos on the screen. See you next video. Like the video and all that helps out with the algorithm. See you next video. Bye bye.